Hi beautiful people, hope you guys are doing well. Let's get straight into this video and discuss Bree with the facts. And who is she, you may ask? She is Gypsy Rose's bodyguard, mouthpiece, advocate, whatever she wants to be referred to as. And not like you guys have been missing out on not knowing who she is. So let me tell you about this low-life piece of trash that has nothing to account for in her own life, that seemed to have found or grabbed the attention of the Blanchards, and she felt that by befriending Gypsy and the Blanchards, she seemed to have found some kind of relevance for herself and is holding onto it for dear life. First of all, it's no secret that Bree is Gypsy's lapdog. And no, I am not calling her a dog. I am just describing how weak she is as an individual. She is a coward and often without critical thought and her lack of personal integrity. She has so much to say when hiding behind a screen, yet when she is in public, face to face, or in close proximity to the people she seems to have an issue with, she hangs her head down low and keeps walking, like she did at Gypsy Rose's book signing. She had a fat lot to say about Pink Pony behind the screen. Yet, when she was literally steps away from Pink Pony, she had to go on live and do all her shit talking. Bree doxed Becca Scoops not so long ago. Till this day, she justifies what she did and claims it was not a dox. All because the information that Becca Scoops puts out about her queen, Gypsy Rose, she just does not like. Or maybe it's just the fact that she cannot debunk the truth that Becca Scoops puts out. And now she seems to have gone off the toddy one skip. And as you will hear, Bree claims that she did this all because Toddy made a video about her and her relationship with her husband. So Bree went and dug through Toddy's videos and came across a video that is actually still up on Toddy's channel. And so she took that video and made it out to be salacious, unethical, and predatory. So let's check that out.
YouTuber Toddy One Skip recently made a video about me. In that video, she talks about my relationship with my husband. Before we get into that, let's look at a clip about one of her past relationships. I decided to pay her that same respect.
Jen, which is what she liked to be called. And Jen and I met, I was 34, and Jen was just 22, because her birthday's in June and we met in July. And we met through a pane of glass, because she was an inmate, and I was the commissary manager. And we were having
I don't think that's legal.
Radios. This girl came up to me, come up to my window, right, and she said her radio, now this is why we're hearing all about the radios. I said, listen, I am happy to replace that radio if you would go ahead and leave a note for me on the commissary sheet so that I remember to bring the radio next week, because we don't have any radios right now. So she leaves the window, and I'm working with 3 inmates. So my employees were the inmates, and they're called trustees. And one of them was a really nice looking kid, and his name was Richard. I'm not going to give his last name. His name was Richard. And I had said to him, wow, she's really cute, you know? She looks like she's about 12 years old, but she's really cute.
I'm sorry, what?
I say it for him, you know, to just...
12 years old, okay.
So the next week comes around, and I'm getting commissary sheets. She comes up to the window, and I really don't even notice her. She hands over her commissary sheet, and there's something about the radio on it. But she signed it something about like being like 12 years old. So
her face.
I smiled when
Bree, clearly you were not paying attention to your own face. So this is your face.
I was reading it, and when I looked up, she looked up at the same time, because she was looking at obviously at me reading it, and our eyes met, and I had a big grin on my face, and she had green eyes.
Okay.
And when she walked away from the window, I looked at that same guy and I said, that's the girl I'm going to marry. And that's how we met.
Now, let me just say, I watched a recent video of Toddy's, probably the first one I ever watched, and the comments she was making about Gypsy were gross. And then I watched this video yesterday, and I was like, ma'am, you saw a young woman who was 12 years younger than you and thought she looked 12 years old and thought that she was cute. And then you get all giddy when she makes this 12-year-old comment on her paper. And then you say, I'm going to marry that girl. That's going to be my wife one day. That's gross. It's gross. Who looks at someone and thinks they look 12 years old and then thinks, that girl's cute, I'm going to marry her one day? That is disgusting.
Look, maybe there was more to this video, but in the beginning of this video that Bree reacted to, which she still has on her channel, Bree stated that she paid Toddy the same respect by going to watch one of Toddy's videos about her relationship that she had with her late ex-partner. post because Toddy spoke about Bree's relationship with her husband. But now after she reacted to the video, she now claims that she watched obviously a recent video of Toddy's in which she claimed Toddy made comments about Gypsy Rose which were gross, and she could have only watched a recent video because Toddy's only been speaking about Gypsy Rose now. So it's really not about Bree's relationship with her husband that offended her. Rather, it was all about the comment about Gypsy Rose that she felt was so gross. Let me tell you what is gross, Bree. The fact that you are and will go above and beyond, going to these lengths by putting a person's life in harm's way, you're crossing a line, misleading people by making these types of accusations, which can be damaging and which are absolutely inaccurate. You are jumping hoops for a convicted murderer who, in my opinion, has shown no remorse for murdering her own mother, who continues to lie, deceive, manipulate, and grift. And you know what else is gross? Is for you standing up for and condoning the fucked up shit this convicted murderer continues to do. Like when you went after other creators for pointing out the AI of her own then unborn child that she did with fully developed breast. And how is that not gross to you? Not only that it should have been gross to you, but also concerning. But in turn, what did you do? Accused other creators of manipulating or enhancing the photo. And here you are again, trying to move the goalpost with Toddy Oneskip. And as it is reported in an incident report, how she was willing to offer up her own child at the age of 13 to her own father for him to take a virginity. And what about in her memoir, when she admitted how she traded her vagina for biscuits and gravy, and that was not gross for you, Brie? The fact that Toddy made a remark about someone looking 12 and how she was joking with this guy she was working with, and all that flew straight over your head. You took that remark to a whole different level. Clearly don't know what the word remark means. Educate yourself. It really doesn't surprise me. The facts don't change, Brie. Jennifer was old enough. Jennifer and Toddy fell in love, regardless of the 12-year age difference. It worked for them. Brie, why are you focusing on Toddy? Why aren't you focusing on yourself? Remember when you tried to help your BFF Gypsy concoct up a lie for when she got found out about her communicating with other inmates? At the end of the day, Toddy Oneskip is above them all. She puts her money where her mouth is. She has heart. She is genuine. She did mention in a live yesterday that she is going the legal route to take care of Bree, and as she should. The question is, will Gypsy be there to help Bree, to save Bree? I personally don't think so. Bree is nothing but a bully, and as we know, as you should know, all bullies are cowards. Let me just play this last clip where she's bitching about a comment made about her.
Now let's get into my marriage that you think you know so much about. Let me show y'all this comment that I thought was so funny. I shared it with my husband. My husband was so confused.
When did Bree manage to share that comment with her husband? She sleeps all day and is online all night, digging up people's personal information to dox them and try humiliate them. And all because she cannot get them to stop reporting the truth about her BFF Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the convicted murderer. And that seems to be Bree's biggest flex and accomplishment. How sad is that? Anyways, you guys, Toddy, we love you. Keep up the good fight. You are amazing. You're authentic. You tell it like it is. You're straightforward. We appreciate you, all you do and all you stand for. Thank you so much. Well, to all of you that have taken the time out of your busy schedule to watch this video, I appreciate you guys too. Each and every one of you. Hope you have a fantastic and productive rest of your week. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. I will now get back to finishing off my video about the first episode of Gypsy Rose's second season of her reality show. With that said, once again, thank you guys so much. Bye, guys.